Guys, hello from Kyiv. In my YouTube channel I mostly do the videos about news updates of Ukraine, of Kyiv, but sometimes I would like to show the beauty of my country, the beauty of my city, and this video is dedicated to top 3 churches in the city center. We have like a lot of churches in Kyiv, in Ukraine, but one day you will for sure visit Kyiv, and maybe you will see this video before your visit. And now I have also some tourists, but very rarely. In the city center, it's 3 significant church. One of them is in UNESCO World Heritage List, Saint Sophia. And the place where usually I do my news updates, it's near Michael's Cathedral, Michael's Monastery, and I'm right now in a Michael's Square. And later we will go to Andrew's Church. But first of all, I also would like to mention that in Kyiv there's 2 cathedrals, 2 churches in the UNESCO World Heritage List. Saint Sophia is the oldest cathedral in the city center, and also Lavra Monastery. It's like a cave church, also from 11th century, and in UNESCO Heritage List. But it's like 20 minutes, maybe 15 minutes of drive, and for this ensemble I will do completely separate video about Lavra because it's a huge and it's one of the the biggest ensemble of churches in the Eastern Europe, and the word Lavra from Greek language is translated as the city. So you just go inside and you walk like in the city inside. So we will talk later, but today we focus on the city center and the short story of each church, and we start from Michael's Monastery. It's a good place to get introduced to Orthodox. So before we go inside the monastery, couple of words about the religion. You know that Ukraine was part of Soviet Union, and Stalin and communistic regime, they were against any religion. There was like no religion at all. You have to pray for their leader, let's say. And what did he do? They blew up monasteries, cathedrals, and the priests were hanged. It's like, that's crazy now. And this monastery as well, it was built in 12th century, but because of communistic regime, it was blown up in 1930, and we only rebuilt it after we become independence. And Ukraine became independence 24th of August 1991. And if you go inside, you will see like original fundament. So if you look at this monastery, it's just like how many years old? It was rebuilt in 1993, 1994. So it's like only 30 years old, if my math correctly. So what's interesting, Stalin managed to blow up this, and it was all the area of monastery, and he built his government building. This one, you can completely recognize the Stalin style with columns and so on. Right now is the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And when we rebuilt the monastery, we decided not to touch it, so we keep it like this. So we just managed rebuild just half of it. So I just show you closely, and we go inside. Yeah, you see this completely Stalin style, huge with columns, and this is shape. And it was also territory of monastery, and this is what we rebuilt. Just speaking in advance, behind me is Sophia Cathedral, and it's here from 11th century. And you might have a question like why it was not destroyed by Stalin, why it's still there, and so on. So I will let you know this later when we come there. It's interesting story. After Michael's, we will go there. Also about Michael's Monastery, you can see there on the wall photos of fallen soldiers and our Heavenly 100 that was shot after Revolution of Dignity, actually during the Revolution of Dignity in 2014. This monastery was a part of a hospital during the war, because down is Maidan, and people who were injured, the volunteers and doctors were operating here and give the first aid. So let's go closer. I show you Heavenly Hundred and the Wall of Fallen Soldiers. That is Heavenly Hundred of those who died in 2014, and you can see the photos. And by the way, I highly recommend to see the movie on Netflix Winter on Fire, covering all the events of this period in Kyiv, and hundreds of people who were killed. There's not much about revolution and how everything started, but like the war what we have right now, it started from revolution, later annexation of Crimea, war in Donbass, and the full invasion of Ukraine. So, and here we have the monument. Stalin did a lot of bad things for Ukraine, let's say like this. We also have a famine that called the Holodomor. A lot of people were died of hunger in 1932, 1933. So this is also a monument of this. And here you can see closer Ministry of Foreign Affairs, like what is here right now. And that is the wall starting in 2014, when the war in the east of Ukraine began, covering of the fallen soldiers. In my previous videos, you can see the information and shots from this wall. The visiting the monastery is for free, but he has a bell tower and museum inside. You can buy the ticket, and especially on special weekend and special time, you can go up to the bell tower and see how the bells are working. And now we go inside to see the icons and see the style. So yeah, the most important is to be quiet, because people are praying, and I just show briefly different icons and how it looks from inside. So let's go to the other place, which is Sophia Cathedral. So here we are on Sophia Square. Behind me is Michael Square, and here you can see Bell Tower. Bell Tower was built in 18th century, and Saint Sophia here since 11, and that is the oldest building in the center of Kyiv. Here you can see the information and design that is in UNESCO, And unfortunately, this is not a place for prayer anymore. It's a museum, let's say like that. And to go inside for the territory and inside the cathedral, you have to buy the ticket. I have to briefly mention about the religion in our country, because till 10th century we were pagans, and our king Volodymyr have to choose the religion for us, and it's like a huge story how he chose Christianity. But let's say according to official information, we were looking for political connection, and our closest neighbor was Byzantine Empire, and we just decided to took their religion. So this Saint Sophia, like, was copied from Istanbul, the same as the Golden Gate what we have in Kyiv city, and not official version, like a legend said that when Volodymyr chose a religion for us, like what we know about Ukrainians, we love to drink vodka, we like to eat lard. That's why Muslim, Jewish doesn't fit for us. Christianity, great, you can drink, you can eat pork. This is how he picked up religion. So that is like briefly. And why this place was not like blown up by communistic regime, by Stalin, and why he is not place for praying, is a museum with stickers? Because in 11th century we were very like powerful, I don't know how to say, country, Kyiv and Rus, and our king Yaroslav the Wise, he built here the first library, Golden Gate, and Saint Sophia. So it was like great place for trading and like so on and so on. But what I want to say, his daughters had amazing and like very powerful connections and marriages with Europe. One of his daughter, Queen Anna, was married the King of France, Henrik V. And in some even period of history, she was ruling the France, and they have a son, and so on and so on. So it was like back in 11th century. And now if you look like to 20th century communistic regime, imagine Stalin starting like blow out all the cathedrals. French saw this, and one guy, I don't remember his name, he came during Soviet Union to Moscow to convince Stalin not to destroy this place, because it's like part of French history. And Stalin was like, yeah, what's to do? And he said, okay, this wouldn't be anymore a place for prayer. It's not anymore a church, it's a museum. We need no praying museum. This is how place survived here during Soviet Union and communistic regime. And actually we were very grateful for all this, because now we go inside and we will see unique frescoes and mosaics dating back to 11th century. Can you imagine? 11th century. Over 1,000 years you can see the painting. Wow, I'm so proud of Kyiv. Yeah, what we're going to do now, buy tickets and go inside and just stay quiet, because maybe I need the permission to shoot, because whenever I shoot with my phone, that's fine. Whenever I have my camera, it's like, where's your permission, where you shooting, and so on and so on. So I hope everything will be work according to the plan. Добрий день. Мені, будь ласка, один квиточок.
Добре, скажіть, куди?
Територія і Софіївська.
Засіданням в суботу.
Так. So that is my ticket. Добрий день. The only what I want to mention, whenever you buy the tickets to the cinema or visiting different museums or going like to the bank, shopping malls, whenever it's a red siren, you have to leave. So always when I go in somewhere to shooting and doing something, I just hope that Russia wouldn't change my plans. So here we are. Imagine 1,000 years old, and the main entrance from this area, you can buy the tickets just to walk on this amazing area. It's around like $1, and together with the visiting cathedral is I paid 200 hryvnia. 200 hryvnia is like $5, so pretty affordable. We also have the cafes during the summer. It's like amazing to sit here on the terrace and you don't have here cars, some noise. It's just like peace of quiet in the center of Kyiv. I really love this place. Добрий день. На квиточок. So you can see the threshold of the 11th century. That is the walls. Some of them have been reconstructed. But it's like original. Mosaic floor, 11th century. It's crazy. During the 11th century, when I mentioned it was Kiev and Rus, Kyiv was protected with walls, and you can see the ancient city in this like small miniature. Let's check it together. So that is the Golden Gate, the main area, the main entrance to Kyiv city. If you go there, you will find it is Saint Sophia's, and that is like the city Kyiv on the hill. And that is gate, that's the gate. It's where now is Maidan, Independence Square. Here we are. I hope you enjoy this place. It's like one of my favorite cathedrals. It's amazing and unique and old and full of the history. And now we're going to also for another Cathedral Andrews, which is like also 5-7 minutes by walk. Thank you. Behind me, Saint Sophia. There's Michael's Monastery, and we go this way to Andrew's Church. Over there, behind this building, you will see it very soon. So here we are near Andrew's Church, and it was built in 18th century by architect Bartolomeo Rastrelli. I know he built also something in St. Petersburg, and here in Kyiv we have Mariinsky Palace, the place where different presidential meetings and when different visitors from other countries came to Kyiv, they meet there. So you can see the right example of Baroque style, and according to the history, the Russian Empress Elizabeth planning to marry a Ukrainian nobleman, and it was church ordering for her wedding ceremony, and Mariinsky Palace is like place for their living. And I also would like to pay attention, there is no bells, so it's like place not for praying, but it's like amazing decoration, amazing design, and yeah, what to say more. Unfortunately for her, this marriage didn't happen, and we have this amazing church and Mariinsky Palace. Also, if you look closer to this Baroque style, you can see the Russian crown. So let's have a look, and later we will go inside. During Soviet Union times, it was a cool movie filmed here with the wedding, and here we can say the monument about it. The movie name is Chasing Two Rabbits. It's about like a guy who fell in love with two women, and one of them was ugly but rich, another one was poor but beauty, and he decided to marry them both. And it's like comedy. You can see the Kyiv in this movie, the wedding here, how they go up with the stairs and so on. And we have this monument, and the plot of the story is like, if you would like to sit on both, if you want to chase into rabbits, you will chase none of them. The plot of the story, you have to choose what you want more, money or love. If you would like to have money, you have to touch simultaneously ring and back, and if you want to have love in your life, you have to touch simultaneously nose and this nose. So to come inside, you also have to buy tickets. It's 100 grivna, as like less than $3, and we go inside. I have not been here for a couple of years, and I remember during the COVID it was opened after reconstruction. So let's see. And also I love the area around this church because you can see amazing view. By the way, it is time for sunset. Yeah, and here you can see Russian crown. Добрый. So I think that's it for today. We visited the three important churches in the historical center, and I hope soon you will come to Kyiv and witnesses everything by your own eyes, and will fall in love with Kyiv. And of course, I would like to thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much for all your support for Ukraine, and especially for my channel, for becoming patrons and sponsor for my channel and buying me matches. And yeah, thank you very much. And I today visited cathedral together with my friend from Los Angeles. He's always with me, so I decided like not to bring him for these places. We would like to more concentrate on the cathedral and history today. And yeah, so see you very soon on my YouTube channel with another topics from Kyiv, not only with the news. And thank you so much, and see you very soon. Bye bye.